So here's what you have. The president has given lawmakers 10 days to come up with a deal that can pass the House and the Senate and fix our nation's debt. President Obama says he wants a grand deal that's spending cuts, entitlement reform, and taxes. But that deal is now in shambles because of that last demand of higher taxes. Republican Senator Jeff Sessions out of Alabama, the ranking member of the Senate Budget Committee. Senator, welcome back here and good morning. Welcome here to America's Newsroom. What now?
Well, the Republicans have pushed so hard for months now to have a long-term historic agreement that does include fixing our entitlement programs. The president had not joined in on that until recently, but the bitterly disappointing aspect of it was he demanded huge tax increases as a price to act on those programs that needed to be acted on now. So we're not in a good situation to have the prospects for a really historic alteration of our spending trajectory that we would hope to have achieved. So I don't know. I believe the debt ceiling needs to be raised. Yeah. We might as well do it before August 2nd. If we can't reach a significant agreement, it'll have to be done at a much shorter time period so we can continue to discuss the critical issues that this debt faces America.
If that's what you do when you go ahead and take a vote and you raise the debt ceiling, you know what the American people are going to say. You're just kicking the can down the road. You're saving these big issues and these big problems for another time.
That would be exactly right. We would be kicking them down the road, but I don't think the alternative is to capitulate to a major tax increase or do nothing.
Yeah. Two to three. I think. I apologize for interruption there. $2 to $3 trillion in cuts. Would that be acceptable to you?
Oh, I think
is that manageable?
I think. Look. The Republicans have proposed long-term budgets to go from as much as $6 to $10 trillion in spending cuts. The White House apparently in some of these secret negotiations has indicated they might accept a $2 trillion cut. That's not nearly enough, Bill. We'll increase the debt by $13 trillion over the next 10 years. Reducing it by 2 is not enough. But it would be a step in the right direction, and the debt ceiling being here, maybe that could be an action that would occur, frankly. But I'm not in that secret room, and I don't know the details of what may be occurring. Perhaps there'll be a change, a breakthrough. It's still possible. It really is.
Maybe. But we knew a week ago John Boehner said he wanted to raise taxes. I don't have the votes in the House to get that through. And then on Wednesday or Thursday, Nancy Pelosi came out and said no cuts in Medicare, no cuts in Social Security, and she joined the talk. So that's where the two sides are. And they are traditional positions they have staked. But on this debt ceiling, I don't know what to believe. You know, everybody says the sky is going to fall on August 2nd. Other people argue, listening to Senator Jim DeMint from South Carolina over the weekend, he says that's bull. He says we've been told this in the past. That if we did not act now, that, you know, we were going right down the drain. Now, what is the truth on the debt ceiling as you understand it, if we do not act before the first week of August?
Look, it's not going to be good for this country if we have to go through the disruption, and it will be a huge disruption of not raising the debt ceiling. The creditors will be paid. The Constitution requires that, but it would require major, huge reductions in all other spending, and I think that would be not good management on behalf of the leaders of this country. I'm as conservative as I am and as worried as I am about it. I think the smarter thing to do would be to take significant reductions today, even though they're not nearly enough, and continue to carry this battle forward. That's my personal view. Now, Jim DeMint, if the country would listen to Jim, we'd be on a sound basis because he understands the threat that the debt presents to our country. And one reason we have had such sad job numbers is because our growth is down, because the debt as it exists today, 95% of GDP, is so high, economists tell us it's pulling down growth at least 1%. This costs 1 million jobs a year. The debt is a threat right now. It is weakening our economy right now. We've got to take strong steps to fix it.
Senator, thank you for your time. Jeff Sessions
Thank you, Bill.
from Alabama.